everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you might be. My name is Angelo Galantor, and I promised a bunch of people that I would do a tutorial about making abuse reports. Abuse reports are very simple to do. I'm going to show you now. So what you want to do is you want to go up to the Help menu up here on the top, click on Help, scroll down to Report Abuse. It will automatically take a picture of whomever or wherever you're looking. It will give your name, the sim you're in, the region, your location, and then you want to go to select category. We normally use harassment, targeted behavior intended to disrupt. Okay, so you click on harassment, targeted behavior intended to disrupt, and the next field is abuser's name. This is where a lot of people get stumped. However, Linden Labs says if you do not have a name, simply type in the name Governor Linden. So Governor Linden, right? You want to click choose, type in Governor with an R, Linden, because there are a lot of variations to that name. Governor Linden, right there. You click on it, you say OK. Now Governor Linden is in the abuser's names field, and then you go to summary and you describe briefly the grief, like crashed sim or pushing, kicking off sim, something like that. And then you can say at event or write out, right? So I'm going to change it to crash sim on write out. Crashed sim on write out at Ruffneck Falls. Now, critical is the details. Here you want to do the who, what, when, where, why, and how, or the 5 W's and H. You may not always know all of them. So what you do know is what time it happened and the day it happened. So I always start my abuse report with attention, governance team, because they're the ones who investigate. Then I put a crash sim on write out at, and right now it's 2:15 a.m. Second lifetime, and the date is 9/28/22. What I usually put after that is attribute grief to primary account holder, right? So attention governance team, crash sim on write out at 2:15 a.m. SLT on September 28th, 22. Attribute grief to primary account holder, which means the original account, no matter how many alts they have, will be the abuse will be held against that primary account holder. This helps get them permabanned over time. Now, if you're by yourself, one abuse report is great. If you're with 10 people, I would hope that all 10 of you file this type of an abuse report to Governor Linden, just so that they know and can count the gravity of the situation. And it seems like 10 is the Linden Lab mark for taking action and banning somebody. But I guess it really depends on the level of the grief, So if it's really horrendous, then maybe only one abuse report is all it takes. But again, if you're with a group of people, please, everybody file an abuse report. Now, that's great. So then you just click on Report Abuse, and it goes directly to Linden Labs, and they know where to look. They pull up all the data and find out who was there, what they had, what they left, etc., to cause the sim to crash. Now, there's an easier way too. If you see somebody on the sim and you know for a fact that they are a griefer, that they're the only one there, they could possibly have done it and they just happen to be there at the time, and it's usually split-second timing. You can right-click on the person and you can choose report, right? Which is in this menu right here. It isn't me. I can't do it because it's me, right? But it is in here. It says report. Okay, and then you can just click on report person, and you can still get the same type of abuse report, same one, when you right click on the person. Okay, now what happens when you are verbally harassed? Okay, now most computers have a voice recording device. You can use the Xbox. Even if you don't own one, it is usually in Windows. I don't know which type of computer you have, but you can also, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card and NVIDIA GeForce experience, you can press Alt-Z, which opens up the recording device, or you can use Windows Xbox by pressing the Windows plus the G, as in Geronimo. Windows G will also open up a recording device, which I'm using here tonight. Or you can download a free program called Audacity, and I will print that for you right here. It is spelled A-U-D-A-C-I-T-Y, Audacity, right? And that you can also record off of SL. So once you record the voice and you save it to your computer, you can then attach it to a support ticket, which can be related to your abuse report, or in the abuse report you can simply put, where's the abuse report? After you filed your abuse, after you filled out the abuse report, at the end you can say, have audio file of abuse, verbal abuse. And in some cases, if you recorded the whole thing, you may even have the person's name or people's names who are abusing you, and you can type with names, right? So they can tell who's speaking. So again, if it is verbal abuse, please get a simple free recording device in order to record conversations that you can hit with your, one button, start the recording, end the recording. If you're at an MC rally or event, anything, to record the verbal abuse. And that is just as good for the abuse report as anything else, because most experienced griefers will not direct message you or IM you, or grief you. They will simply harass you verbally, and that way you have a record of it. So there you go. I appreciate that you listening to me, and if you have any questions, please contact me, Angelo or Galanter. I go by AG, and I'm at Mavericks MC at Ruffneck Falls. Again, take care. Thank you very much, and we'll see you around the grid.